Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's me, Capcom here, and for today's video, welcome back to another discussion video where this time I'm going to be talking about something regarding E3 2021. As we all know, the event is about to come to a close anytime soon, and I did hear there was supposed to be an E3 award showcase, and really I don't know much about it, but the main topic I'm more going to be talking about is what's really been happening at E3, and was it really decent or great this year? Because there was a lot of different opinions when it comes to the reveals and all, and what they showcase from their different big presentations from variety of gaming industries. So that's why in this video, I'm not also going to be recapping this video, but I'm also going to be talking about an even rate of how I feel about it. Was it good, okay, decent, bad, or was it amazing? These are just things I just wanted to talk about, and I will be recapping the games that was shown off. And keep in mind, I'm more talking about the big companies and gaming industries, such as Ubisoft, like PC Gaming, Square Enix, Capcom, etc., etc. That's just all I want to talk about, and these are all my opinions. Plus, I do have a very bad memory sometimes when it comes to really reminding and recapping games, because I really can't tell whether Far Cry 6 was shown off in Ubisoft or Xbox's showcase, but I'll try my best to recap and remember them straight away. And also, these are my opinions on how I feel about it. Everyone has their own opinions. We are all entitled to them. And so with that, let's not waste time. Let's get started with the recap and discussion. So I want to be starting off this recap from June 12, where E3 first started, with the Ubisoft Forward Showcase. All I can say is that there were 3 things that were revealed in there, such as Far Cry 6 Battle Pass, and pretty much that's it. But there was also the reveal of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is a sequel to Kingdom Battle. And the third big one was Avatar Pandora Frontier, or is it Frontier of Pandora? Avatar was one of my favorite movies, and I'm surprised it was going to get a game. And also, it's a spin-off from what I heard, though I am not entirely sure about it, but it is really cool to see it. But overall, the Ubisoft Forward, the rest of it was just mad. There were only 3 things that were shown off in there, and that's just about it. Next up, let's talk about what happened on June 13th, where we have 3 events: Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase, Square Enix Presents, and the PC Gaming Show. Let's start out with Xbox and Bethesda. In there, it turns out we did get it revealed, and Among Us was also going to be coming to the Xbox consoles. And just if you guys don't know, today it is supposed to be the big update where they added 15 players and brand new colors, along with brand new visual changes for the game Among Us as well, so that's pretty cool. But we also get to reveal that Jack Sparrow and Pirates of the Caribbean will also be having a crossover with the online game Sea of Thieves. I only know a bit of Sea of Thieves, but Jack Sparrow and Pirates of the Caribbean are one of my favorite movies from Disney, and Jack Sparrow, I think we can all agree that he's one of the best Disney characters. Plus, he's played by Johnny Depp. He's really a great actor. And we did also get a reveal of, I think there was a reveal that Doom Eternal and 9 more Bethesda games would be coming to the Xbox Game Pass, such as games like Hades and all. Or wait, is it part of Hades? I'm not entirely sure, but the biggest reveal that was shown off in the Xbox and Bethesda showcase was none other than Halo Infinite getting a multiplayer mode or campaign in the game. And if you guys don't know, last year it was confirmed that the Halo Infinite was supposed to be delayed to this year. We do not have an exact release date, but it looks like we do get to see a good look of what the multiplayer campaign will look like. Overall, I do find the Xbox and the Bethesda game showcase a bit decent in my opinion. For the Square Enix Presents, there were 3 big games that were shown off here. That was Life is Strange, Marvel games, and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy will begin a game which I'm not entirely sure what it's called. It is a long title, but it does have Final Fantasy in it. But we also get the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, which is supposed to be remakes of the Final Fantasies 1 through 6, and Life is Strange Remastered and Life is Strange True Colors is supposed to be coming as well. But for the Marvel content, we do get to see a good look at Guardians of the Galaxy, which will be coming out this October of 2021, and also the DLC for Black Panther coming to the Marvel's Avenger game. And those were just the only games that were shown up in Square Enix Presents, though there was Trials of Mana, but most of it was mostly focused on Final Fantasy, Life is Strange, and a bit of Marvel. But overall, I do find it a bit okay. That's just all I can say about it. For the PC Gaming Show, there were only two things that were shown off there that I only liked, and that was Sonic Colors Ultimate, getting some gameplay footage, and a new trailer for Hello Neighbor 2, a sequel to Hello Neighbor. Though, and the rest was just meh, so overall, PC Gaming Show's presentations was just meh. Then, on Monday, June 14th, we did get to see the Capcom presentation, and oh boy, there was a lot of really negative feedback on Capcom. Because the thing is that they did confirm that Resident Evil Village was supposed to get DLC, and they didn't just announce that there will be starting, they just started making DLC development for Resident Evil Village. So for those Resident Evil fans, I hope this is some great news for you. But the other two games that were shown off there was just Monster Hunter's Story, like Monster Hunter's Story 2 and like the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and that's just about it. There was really nothing else. And keep in mind, this was like almost an hour of a presentation where they only showed two games and a confirmation that they just started DLC for Resident Evil Village, which is honestly a bummer. And I've seen a lot of negative feedback on a few videos regarding Capcom as well. And what do I think about it? I just think it was just a mix of meh and bad at the same time. And now we get to the final one, June 15, where we have two presentations, the Nintendo Direct E3 Showcase and the Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated presentation. But let's start with Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco had a 1 hour presentation on one game, which was Dark Pictures. I can't remember anything else because Dark Pictures was the main focus on the entire thing. And keep in mind, this was an hour of a presentation, which is really not great. And I thought Capcom was honestly bad, but Bandai Namco has taken the place for like one of the worst events for E3. Now, keep in mind, I'm not trying to say anything negative to Bandai Namco. I'm just saying, I feel like they could have shown at least a few things from the presentation, but only just one thing. But the one big event that just saved this entire thing was the Nintendo Direct E3 Showcase. We all knew this was going to happen at some point, and we all know it was going to save it. Not only did they reveal a lot of big things, such as, you know, Mario Party getting a somewhat remake with all the classic boards and all, WarioWare getting a Switch installment. I did not really expect it because I think I remember in one of my predictions that I did say that WarioWare kind of feels more of a handheld sort of deal, but it looks like we'll be getting that in the Switch very soon than expected. Not only that, Kazuya from Tekken will be also joining Smash Bros. Ultimate as part of the second Fighters Pass. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is also getting a lot of great gameplay trailer and a good gameplay look of what it looks like. I have never played Shin Megami Tensei, but I do love the gameplay and design of it, which is really cool. But the main part of it was the Zelda content. They do reveal a lot of what's going to be happening at the first wave of the Age of Calamity DLC pass, where they showed off the ancient bike, and also a brand new character, which is the Guardian. Not only that, Zelda Skyward Sword HD is also going to be a thing. We also get the reveal of the Game & Watch Zelda Edition with 3 Zelda games and plus 1 Game & Watch game featuring Link as the character. But the big thing about Zelda content in the Nintendo Direct E3 Showcase was the reveal of Breath of the Wild 2, which was 2 years after its first announcement. Oh yeah, and Metroid Dread, because the game hasn't gotten a big installment for like 19 years or so. So Metroid is now finally getting some love, and I am pretty much glad of it. And though I do have to give credit to Nintendo for giving Bandai Namco some love, even though Bandai Namco's presentation only showed one game, I do have to give credit to Nintendo that they did show off some Bandai Namco love by giving another character from the development of Bandai Namco, which was Tekken, so I've got to give credit for that. But Breath of the Wild 2 and Metroid Dread was the biggest part of the Nintendo Direct E3 Showcase, which really saved this entire event, and overall, I think this was great. I don't think the Nintendo Direct was amazing, I just think it was great. So overall, what do I honestly think of this year's E3? Was it really big like in 2019? Well, to be honest, from what I've discussed, Xbox was pretty decent, Square Enix was also pretty decent as well, PC gaming was just meh, and especially Ubisoft Forward, and Capcom only showed a couple of things, which is a mix of bad and meh, and Bandai Namco was just pretty bad when only showing one game, but I do give them some points after they announced that Bandai Namco will be having a second rep for Smash Bros. Ultimate, but Nintendo was the one who saved it all, and I do find it great. And really, I do find it a mix of decent and great. That's just the conclusion of what I think about this year's E3. Was it hype? Well, it was pretty hype until we get to the reveals, but sometimes we gotta keep our expectations low, and that's just what I did for most of these presentations, and I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section below, because this is the entire discussion video, and I want to know what you guys think. What do you all think of this year's E3? Was it bad? Was it decent? Was it okay? Or was it amazing? I honestly think this was just a mix of decent and great at the same time. That, keep in mind, we are all entitled to our own opinions, and that's just all I want to say about it. And so with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button for more videos, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. And remember this, once a legend, always a legend. Like a Hellcat.